Does the Quran teach that we Christians believe in three gods?
Yes.
Yes. Thank
does.
you. Is the Quran saying that Christians believe in three gods? He said yes. You said no. He's a Muslim.
Jesus is sitting on the right-hand side of
That
God.
doesn't prove
So
two gods. It doesn't prove that. It doesn't
Jesus
prove
is
that.
God and the Father is God.
Now you've proven that the Quran has an error in it, and the fact is the Quran is not meant to have any errors in it. He asked me as a Christian, how many gods do I worship? I worship one God. No, let me ask all the Christians, and only the Christians. Shout loudly the number of gods that you worship.
One God.
Did you hear anyone say three? No.
So what's the Trinity?
So,
God the Father, God
when
the
the
Son, and God
Quran
the Holy
says,
Ghost.
when the Quran says, worship not three, for Allah is one God,
Yes.
the Quran gets the Trinity wrong. The Quran has an error in it
Imagine.
because the Quran believes
This guy knows
that
so much
I
that he can't even
worship
count.
three
They
gods.
can't even count. 1, 2, 3. He said 1 and 1.
I can count. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
But I can
With
do
three
better
gods.
than him.
And it's
4,
one.
5,
Is one.
6, 7, 8, 9,
But they all
10.
say three
What
gods.
does that
Three
prove?
Gods. 3 gods.
Do
You
I?
worship 3 gods.
We believe in one
the
God.
Father. No, you believe in Trinity.
One God.
You're a pagan.
One
believer.
God.
You're pagan.
Your Quran
You're
is in
pagan.
error.
You're pagan.
When the Quran
You're
says
pagan.
3,
Show me in the Bible.
when
where
the
God-
Quran says
Show me
3,
Trinity in the Bible.
when the Quran says
Show me
3,
Trinity in the Bible.
we'll come to that. We will. I will
no,
definitely do
no,
that.
forget
I'll
that
definitely
too
do
much,
that.
man.
When your Quran says
Yeah,
3,
gods. Everybody knows he got 3
when
gods.
your Quran says
Show me the
3,
proof. Show
when
me
your
the proof in
Quran
the
says
Bible.
3,
Show me in the Bible.
Is it
where
saying
they
I
said
worship 3 gods?
You worship 3 gods.
answer that question.
God the Father?
Are you saying
God
that
the
because
Son?
the Quran says that?
No, no.
Are you saying that because Christians say
I
that?
used to be a Christian.
Are you saying that because
and I left
Christians say that?
Christianity because of
You
the
don't
Trinity,
know
the
anything.
Pagan,
You don't know anything. You're lying again.
Paganism.
You're lying again. You
Jesus-
said you were a former
Let me
Catholic.
ask him. Jesus is
You
God?
said you were a former Catholic.
Jesus is God?
What's the
Answer
first
the
line
question.
of the Nicene Creed?
Ask
You're a
me the
former
question.
Catholic. What's the first line of the Nicene Creed?
Is Jesus God? Is Jesus
What's the
God?
first line of the
You're not
Nicene
listening.
Creed?
See, you're not listening.
Answer him.
You see? He's lying. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll help him.
Yeah.
The first line of the Nicene Creed is this. We believe in one God.
So how come you have the
One
Trinity?
is one
How do you have
the
it?
same as 3, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a Muslim.
No! No!
He's a Muslim.
All they have is mockery because they're beating in arguments.
Say the Shahada. Say the Shahada.
Don't touch, please.
Say the Shahada.
No, I would never say
Repeat the
something
Shahada.
so bad.
Repeat
I would
the Shahada.
never say
We still
something
believe in
so
one God.
bad.
The Shahada is
I
one
would
God.
never say
One
something
God.
so bad.
One God.
I
One
would
God.
never say
Hear,
something
O
so bad.
Israel, the Lord thy
We
God is
believe
one.
in one God. Your Quran is in error because your Quran says we believe in 3 gods.
You believe more than
But
3 gods.
your Quran says I believe in 3 gods.
You do.
That's an error. And that means your Quran is false.
Is Jesus God?
Because your Quran has an
Okay.
error in
Is
it.
Jesus God?
Should the Quran have errors in
Is
it?
Jesus God?
Should the Quran
He's talking
No, no.
about. Is Jesus God?
Should the
Answer
Quran
the question,
should the
man.
Quran have errors
Cut
in
to the
it?
chase. Is Jesus God?
Should the Quran have errors in it? You're running from your own Quran.
Listen.
I don't blame you. You're scared of your own Quran.
Am I?
Yes, of course.
Am I? Looking
yes.
like this?
Yes, you are
Listen,
terrified.
listen,
You're
listen.
terrified because
Jesus
you're getting
God?
busted again and again and again on lying.
You gotta know how to shut up.
No, you
Answer
should.
the
You really
question.
should practice what
Is
you preach.
Jesus God?
Answer this
Is
question.
Jesus God?
When the
Is
Quran
Jesus
says
God?
I believe in
Is
3,
Jesus God?
is it saying I believe in
Is
3 gods?
Jesus God?
Answer that question.
No, no.
Let's do question for question.
No. Okay, then. Answer my question first.
I will answer I will answer your question.
No. Answer me now. You said you don't believe in 3 gods.
Listen, let's make an agreement.
No, right.
Let's
okay.
make an agreement.
Okay.
Right, and we'll see if you're a man of your word.
Okay.
We'll do question for question.
Yeah, let me start.
You will ask a question.
Okay.
I will answer that question. Then
Yeah.
I will ask a question,
Okay.
and you will answer that question.
Okay then.
And then you will ask another question, and we will go backwards and forwards like that. Do you agree?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes.
I want to
You
get to the
first.
fundamental truth
You
of
first.
Christianity.
Go on. Your question.
Is Jesus God?
The question was, is Jesus God? The answer is, you need to change battery.
Yes, but you want to expand?
I need to expand. Okay. Let me just change battery now. That has to build his
And
arguments on
debunked your
lies.
proof
He's
about
desperate.
miraculous.
Action!
Right.
I debunked your
I'm
proof
going to
about
answer your
miraculous.
question. I'm
and
going to
gonna
answer your
debunk
question.
Worship a black stone.
So the question was, sorry, the question was, you see, he's not even listening. Right. So the answer to the question was yes. Right. So now it's my turn to ask you a question.
Is Jesus God?
No, I answered your question. You weren't listening. You weren't listening. You turned to face him when I was answering your
But look
question,
at me. Tell me
and
in
I
my
answered
face.
your question.
Tell me in my face.
No, it's my turn to ask you a question.
No.
There you go. I knew he'd run away. I knew he'd run away. I did answer. I did answer. I did answer.
Don't answer the question.
Right.
It's a fake.
Shall I answer the question?
Fake.
Shall I answer your question? Shall I answer your question?
Yes.
And then you're going to answer my question.
Yeah, let everybody hear.
Are you listening? The question was, is Jesus God? Christians believe Jesus is God. The question has been answered. Now it's my turn to ask him a question.
Yes.
Does the Quran teach that we Christians believe in three gods?
Yes.
Yes. Thank
does.
you. Now it's your turn to ask a question.
Yes. Okay then. When Jesus was taken up in heaven, Jesus is God. Who was he sitting at the right hand side of who?
Okay, I'll answer that question. The question is, who was Jesus sitting at the right hand of when he was taken up into heaven?
He's God, remember? He's
Wait,
God.
you ask a question,
Yeah,
listen to the
yeah.
answer. We're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
question for question. That was your agreement.
Right.
The answer to the question is that Jesus Christ was sat at the right hand of the Father. Now let me ask you a question.
No.
Yes. Question for question. I knew he'd break his word. 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 Brother, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Brother, I'm fine. Thank you. No, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Can you show me any proof from any authoritative Christian text or any verse in the Bible that affirms that Christians believe in three gods?
Yes, they do.
But I know I said, can you show me?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Show him.
I and the Father are one. Is one of them.
That believes in three gods.
Three gods. And the Spirit is which was part of God.
So in
That was
other
sent.
words,
The Trinity.
people can decide whether
Not in the
that
Bible.
people can
This is
decide
your
for
belief.
themselves.
This is
People can decide for themselves. It's your turn to ask a question. No.
Say something.
Let me answer
Let me
you.
Okay,
let me say something.
so if he's coming
Listen,
in, he's
I proved
coming
my
in.
point.
Wait,
No, you
Because Jesus
didn't.
is in heaven.
That doesn't
He's
prove your
God,
point.
and he's sitting
Doesn't
at
prove your
another
point.
God, and he's sitting
You
at
know,
another
but you
God.
have
So
confirmed
there's two gods
that the
now.
Quran has
He's
an
sitting-
error in it,
he's sitting- listen,
and you
listen,
can't
listen. I want to ask a
prove
question.
that
Two
Christians believe in three
You're
gods.
sitting-
Can't
I want to
prove
ask a question.
that
Two
Christians believe in three gods.
Jesus is sitting at the right hand side of
That
God.
doesn't prove
So
two gods. It doesn't prove that. It doesn't
Jesus
prove
is
that.
God and the Father is God.
Now you've proven that the Quran has an error in it, and the fact is the Quran is not meant to have any errors in it. He's running away. He's running away. He's running away.
I want to ask you
Go
a
on.
question. I want to ask you a question. I want him to hear.
Yeah.
You know, when you argue about what the Quran says, what the Bible says, you're never going to agree. But my question is,
Yeah.
Muhammad, did he say in the Hadith, Jesus Christ is coming back? Jesus
Yes.
is coming back? He said yes. Listen,
Brother, you're
Muhammad,
jumping into this conversation.
Muhammad say Jesus is coming back. In the end of time.
So, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you heard on record that the Muslim admits that the Quran teaches that we believe in three gods. And yet when he was challenged to show any evidence at all that Christians believe in three gods, he couldn't show a single authoritative text. And that proves, ladies and gentlemen, that the Quran has an error in it. The Quran has a lie in it. And it is a lie, ladies and gentlemen. And the Quran is supposed to be free from errors.
Are you a Christian?
And that proves, ladies and gentlemen, that when Christians accuse the Quran of having an error, we are correct because he confirms that we are interpreting the Quran
Are you a
correctly.
Christian?
Yes, are you?
I'm a Christian.
Great.
And listen,
No, I don't need to listen, brother. Stop being rude.
you're a Christian.
Sorry, brother, you're being rude.
listen to me.
No, I don't need to listen to you. You're jumping into a conversation. I was having a debate with him, and you jumped into that conversation.
Didn't Jesus say,
Christ is risen.
Question.
Have a good day. God bless you.
Question. Jesus didn't say,
Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Quran.
It's a lie. Brother, can I ask a favor? Can I get a bottle of water? Please. So, There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've proven the Quran has an error in it. He admits it. Now, he quoted a verse. He said, quoted a verse that he said proves that Christians believe Jesus is another God. He quoted a verse that said, I and the Father are one. You find that in John chapter 15 or 16. This does not prove that Christians believe in multiple gods. It is actually a proof that Christians use to show that Christians believe in one God. So the very verse that he used actually proves the opposite of what he tried to use it for, which means that the brother has produced zero proof to his own claims. The claim was that Christians believe in three gods because the Quran teaches that we believe in three gods. Go on.
What if the Quran is wrong?
Right, so what if the Quran is wrong? Great question.
They still conquered the world.
Let me answer that question. You've asked that question. Let me answer that question. The Quran says that if this were from any other than Allah, you would be able to find contradictions in it, errors in it. So if the Quran makes a false claim, the Quran has an error in it, and if the Quran has an error in it, the Quran is not from Allah.
Did you talk to the Orthodox, Egyptian Orthodox?
What about
or
that?
the Eastern Orthodox?
What about that?
Oh, there is the Father, there is the Son.
All Christians believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Is that three gods?
No. It represents to you one God, but
Thank
it
you.
represents to us the Father is the one we believe in. But we believe in the Holy Ghost. But come on, he cannot be a man. God cannot be. God cannot.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me reply to that. Because the issue at hand. What's your name, sir? Sif.
Yeah.
Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Sif. The issue at hand, Sif, is this. If the Quran is making a claim about Christians that are wrong, then the Quran has an error in it.
No, it's your interpretation. That's wrong.
No. You're saying that we're wrong about our own belief.
We have in the Quran, it says, and if you have a difficulty understanding, اسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون. Ask the people of the book.
I am one of the people of the book.
Yes.
So ask me what I believe.
Exactly.
Ask me if I believe in three gods.
You don't believe in three gods.
There you go. So your Quran says that I do. Your Quran is wrong.
No. You have misunderstood the Quran.
What does the Quran? He said.
People like him.
Oh, he's gone. He's run off.
Yeah, that's why he has the long beard and he's.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
When the Quran says, "O people of the book, do not go in excess in your religion. Say not three, for Allah is one God." Is the Quran saying that Christians believe in three gods?
No.
He said yes. You said no.
No.
He's a Muslim. Are you a Muslim?
Not three gods.
Are you a Muslim?
It is resembling one God for you. But for us, it's three different identities.
So the Quran is wrong?
No, it's not.
Yes, because who gets to define Islam? Muslims, right?
We worship the Father.
No, follow the logic.
We like the Father.
Uncle, follow the logic.
But the idea
Brother,
of
follow a simple
God
logic.
coming down,
Follow it, brother. Uncle, follow a simple logic. Follow a simple logic. Right? Who gets to define what Islam is? Muslims or Christians? Muslims, right. So by that logic, who gets to define what Christianity is? Christians or Muslims?
Muslims.
No, doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that.
Of course.
If Muslims get to define what Islam is, Christians get to define what Christianity is. Christians don't believe in three gods. We believe in one God. So if the Quran says we believe in three gods, the Quran is wrong. It's saying something that is wrong. Now, if the Quran was right, if big italics, underscored, emboldened letters, if the Quran is right, you would be able to find some authoritative document written by Christians or some verse in the Bible that teaches that I believe in one God. Sorry, three gods. Can you Google now any authoritative document of the Christians or any verse in the Bible that teaches that I believe in three gods?